Kubota-san,
はい、
30th お願いします。
ありがとうございます。
I'm about to drink the most expensive dram of whiskey I've ever had.
お待たせいたしました。
I don't think I've ever been so nervous trying or reviewing anything in my life.
What in whiskeydom is a 30th? Where am I? And how did I even get here? I'm in Moegi Nomura. This place is a quasi and hyper-European theme park opened in 1971. It's a fascinating little hamlet of restaurants, cafes and shops. An enchanting old-school merry-go-round.
Kanpai.
And a museum boasting the world's best working collection of music boxes, including the Limonaire, first played in 1900 at the Paris World Fair.
これもオルゴールもすべてこの木で共鳴します。
This is Georgi Funaki. George to his friends. He was attracted to traditional German architecture during a study tour of Europe, which inspired him to build Moegi Nomura. He's one of the most unique characters I've ever met. Every day, he wears a Superman t-shirt inspiring his nickname, the Kiyosato Superman. Georgie's village is a comforting, energizing place where you can experience life's simple pleasures. There are over 20 buildings, including Hut Walden, a guest house named after the book by Henry David Thoreau. In Hut Walden, you'll find Bar Perch.
I'm here this evening at Bar Perch with my new friends, Kubota-san, and the owner of Bar Perch, Georgie-san.
はい。
Bar Perch has been around for 14 years. They opened it together.
一緒に、はい。
はい、
Fantastic.
バーテンダーです。カクテル、ウイスキー、ブランデー、ラム、いろいろです。
I'm here to drink some of Bar Perch's famous whiskies.
This place is a mecca for fans of Japanese whiskey. In fact, Georgie has one of the world's biggest collections of old, discontinued whiskey, accumulated by traveling around the country and paying fair prices in mom and pop shops going out of business in the aftermath of the Lehman shock. On top of this, Georgie has built an incredible relationship with Suntory, Japan's largest whiskey company, whose famous Hakushu distillery is only about 20 kilometers from Moegi Nomura. And Georgie has also teamed up with the Chichibu distillery in Saitama Prefecture, which started distilling in 2008. These distilleries have created some limited edition bottles of whiskey to coincide with anniversaries of the Kiyosato Field Ballet. The Kiyosato Field Ballet is the longest running outdoor ballet festival in Japan. It began in 1990 and features performers from the New National Ballet, the Tokyo Ballet and beyond. The performances take place in an outdoor theatre in the centre of the village for 2 weeks annually from July to August. It has become one of the world's most highly regarded ballet festivals. Beginning in 2014, with the 25th anniversary of the ballet, there's been an anniversary bottling of whiskey every year.
これはサントリーの小清水誠一様、チーフブレンダーだった人が、バレエのイメージでこのウイスキーを作ります。バレエのイメージで。日本で初めてウイスキーをイメージで作ったんです。
Suntory more than delivered with this Kiyosato Field Ballet 25th anniversary edition. It's 90% Hakushu 25, distilled in 1990, the year the Kiyosato Field Ballet began, blended with 10% Yamazaki 50 year, aged in Mizunara barrels. Pretty special stuff. Blender Seiichi Koshimizu, Suntory's first ever chief blender emeritus, was inspired by the image of a splendid dance illuminated by the moonlight, an elegance unique to field ballet. For most of the subsequent anniversary bottlings, Georgie turned to Ichiro Akuto, founder and chief blender of the Chichibu distillery.
多分サントリーの方々とコシビンさんとか、僕とのフレンドシップの中で作れたと思います。イチローさんも同じだと思います。
はい。
僕たちはとっても信頼関係があります。
素晴らしい。
はい。
本当に素晴らしいです。What's your most famous whiskey?
フィールドバレー30アニバーサリー。This whiskey No.1。白州の30年以上の長期熟成のウイスキーで作ります。たった15本しか作ることができませんでした。
すごい。
すごいです。
本当に Wow, that is unbelievable.
The 30th anniversary edition is a blend of Hakushu 30, 31 and 32-year-old whiskies created by Suntory chief blender Shinji Fukuyo. It's 48% ABV, and the component whiskies were distilled from 1987 to 1989 and aged in ex-bourbon casks. This is the first Hakushu 30-year single malt whiskey ever released.
How much is one bottle?
100、100万円。
That's $10,000 US. Okay, how much is a shot?
5万円。
Okay, having been anchored to this bottle price of $10,000, $500 seems almost reasonable for a shot of this. There were 15 bottles in total. 8 of them were taken by colleagues. That left 7, and the one on the counter there is the third open, so there are 4 bottles left. You think that this is the best Hakushu whiskey
はい。
ever?
もちろん。
Of course.
多分山崎の50年とか山崎の55年と同じように、サントリーの中ではこれはベスト5に入るウイスキーだと思いますから、誰が値段をつけるか僕にはちょっと分かりません。だから市場価格が上がってもここでは、原価で飲ませます。このウイスキーに関しては飲んでもらう。
He wants people to actually drink it, which is what an incredible philosophy that is. That's exactly the kind of whiskey fan I like. And a whiskey fan who understands what whiskey fans want, who doesn't even drink whiskey.
全然飲みません。
全然飲みません at all.
でも子供の時からポール・ラッシュ先生がお酒飲んでました。
はい。
お酒の席がとっても楽しかった。
はい。
でみんな楽しく飲んでいた。だからお酒は飲む人たちが大好き。
This is why we're going to get on. Fantastic.
Paul Rush was an American who settled in Japan in the 1920s and dedicated himself to developing the Kiyosato Plateau. Georgie knew Rush for 30 years.
I'm a bit nervous about this. This is the most expensive dram of whiskey I've ever ordered by far. But when in Rome or Kiyosato, すいません、久保田さん。30th お願いします。
ありがとうございます。はい。お待たせいたしました。カメラの前でこのすごいウイスキー手が震えます熱いです。カメラなくてもこれ緊張しますけど、カメラの前でこれは緊張します。こぼさなくてよかった。
Georgie-san,
はい。
I want you to know how special this is for me, because Hakushu is my favorite distillery in the world.
あ、そうです。
本当に。
これはきっと今までの白州とはまた違うかもしれない。
I know Kubota-san was nervous pouring the whiskey. I'm nervous just looking at it. Okay,
なんて言うんだろうね。
I don't think I've ever been so nervous reviewing anything in my life. That's partly because I've got Georgie-san and Kubota-san watching me expectantly. Let's check out the color. So this beautiful tawny color with an orange tint. The whole atmosphere in this DRAM is absolutely beautiful and definitely goes together. On the nose.
As you can see, I was entirely overwhelmed.
That's me speechless, by the way. This is absolutely incredible. It's certainly not like any Hakushu I've ever tried before. You've got some really deep, beautiful, tropical fruitiness there. You've got some pineapple. You've got some mango. And then that's combined with actually some of the local fruits as well. I'm getting some pear, for which Yamanashi Prefecture is famous. Also some peach. But that's combined with this pine, mint, forest. The Hakushu distillery is, of course, set in the forest, and without a doubt, that has influenced this DRAM. It's fantastic. It's like dew on evergreen trees. I could nose this DRAM for a very long time, but I'm gonna have to go on the palate. Kanpai. Here goes.
There's some woodiness, some walnuts, a hint of vanilla, and a deep, fresh marmalade. The trademark Hakushu smoke was there, but it's very faint. There's pineapple, passion fruit, mango, and nothing resembling alcohol burn.
Wow. What can I say? Unlike anything I have ever tried before. That forest, piney, minty, dewy freshness is absolutely everywhere. And interspersed with that fruitiness provides these beautiful pops of depth and sweetness that just liven up the palate. I can tell you already the finish is very long, allowing you time to really just enjoy this world-class DRAM.
僕がやっぱ感じた時はその白州らしさ、緑をイメージする白州のキャラクターと、もう一つなんだろう、黄色い果物の果樹園、パイナップルとかパッションフルーツ、マンゴー、ビワ、カリン、そういう黄色い果物のフルーティーさがありました。
I just got some notes there that reminded me of being in a tuck shop as a kid. A bit of Hubba Bubba bubble gum and some fizzy cola as well. There's some beautiful bitterness there as well. Reminds me a little bit of some of the IPA cask finished whiskies that I've been trying recently.
If I had to choose one Japanese whiskey to take on a desert island, this would be it. I was blown away by the balance of this whiskey. The sweetness, acidity, bitterness, and umami are all in harmony. Absolute perfection.
これすごいやっぱり熟成も長くて複雑なキャラクターですね。なのでいろんなフレーバーコンテンツがいっぱい入ってると思うんですけど、やっぱり僕は最初、テイスティングした時はちょっと開けてすぐの時だったんです。今ちょっとこっちの方なんで、やっぱり複雑な キャラクターどんどん変化していくと思うので、多分僕が感じた時のこれと今召し上がっていただいた白州のこれとでまた表情キャラクターいろんな顔があると思うので、今これの状態僕もちょっと飲みたいですっていう感じです。はい。
I'm sure there's a lot more that's going to come to me as I savor this dram, and savor it I will. You know, this is an expensive piece of liquid, and there's always pressure when you have spent a lot of money on something to enjoy it because you don't want to feel like you were cheated out of anything. But I was not expecting anything like this. If any dram that I've had in my life so far was worth 50,000 yen, this is it. It's an absolutely magnificent piece of work. The thing that makes it so special for me as well is that Hakushu is my favorite distillery on the planet. Hakushu Distiller's Reserve is the whiskey that got me into whiskies. So I'm kind of overwhelmed with emotion really, that my journey from there has led me to this. So thank you to all of you who have been a part of supporting that as well.
I normally end my review videos with a should you buy it section. In this case, it needs to be should you try it, and the answer is a resounding yes. 50,000 yen for a dram of Japanese whiskey is outside some people's budgets. But sitting here at Bar Perch in Moegi Nomura, listening to Georgie's stories and thinking about all the relationships across the world that have led to this moment, it was worth it. Nominally, this is the tale of a 50,000 yen dram of whiskey, but really, it's a story about how everything is connected.
Until next time, Kanpai!